The way that y'all still talking about that stroll in the club situation is interesting. There seems to be a consensus around, for one, was the girl that, were they actually deltas or SG rows? Which I personally think matters and doesn't matter at the same time. Because if you're in a D9, you're in a D9. When someone does something that is a bad reflection on their sorority or fraternity, it kind of reflects on the community, right? The other consensus that I have gathered is that a lot of people seem to not care about your politics and rules when you are strolling in public. If they're trying to walk past you, if they're trying to walk through the line, which they really shouldn't, but I mean, it's inviting conflict, but it's like, if they're going to do it, the expectation is that you don't put your hands on them, which I think for this case is accurate, because if you're in a club, we don't know whether this is their event. Was it their event? Was it a regular club night and y'all in here doing this? Like, where do we draw the line at these rules? Because if we're in a club, it's actually very common for people to be rude as hell in the club. People are bumping into you, walking in front of you, behind you, crossing your path at all times. And in this case, where this poor girl trying to walk past and she getting mushed up and jammed up, it just did not look good. I see more people in my comments that claim to be members in the defensive space. And it's just like, you don't have to be in a defensive space. Have this conversation. Because again, when you go out in public, it's just you or y'all. It might be 6, however big your line is. You are in a club space. You know what I'm saying? This is about security, your safety. What are the protocols? This narrative is one you kind of want to stay on top of, because internally you should know, like, these are the times and places where we should do this to avoid being seen in this light, right? Because externally people don't care. They aren't aware of the rules that you might follow. And I saw some comments from some alleged members that claim to not care what non-members think. Yet you're being defensive in the comments and also inviting the kind of energy that you don't want at your events or when in public. And again, my thing is that the message and the energy you want to put out there? Because you have to be in public doing this. Other people don't.